Good Tuesday morning, East Tennessee. My name is David Aldridge, Chief Meteorologist of Captain Accurate Weather. On behalf of Weigel's Fuel and Food, fast, fresh, and friendly, here's your East Tennessee weather update. We're talking about an interesting pattern here because we're talking about some fog this morning, a little bit of freezing fog for our plateau counties like Fentress and Cumberland counties till 9 o'clock Central. That's 10 o'clock Eastern time. So please be extra careful on the roads because, again, that's a little bit of a glaze that can form on windshields. We want to make sure that you're safe during the morning commute. Now, it doesn't show up a whole lot here on our computer, but you can see some 2-mile visibility readings around McMinn County and Athens, and I'm sure it's pretty poor in parts of Fentress County and Crossville at times this morning. We have some clouds this morning. Sun's up at 7:44. It'll be going to bed at 5:49 today. We got up to 32 yesterday, and now we're still holding to near around 30 for a low temperature this morning. As of 6 o'clock, we've been at 30 in Knoxville, 29 Oak Ridge, 25 in La Follette. Wind chills are in the 20s. If there's a wind that's moving much at all, in some cases it's 0, so we have calm winds in Athens, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, for example. Not much of a wind here, and it should be 0 to 5 for much of the day. 30 degrees at the airport as of 6 o'clock. Relative humidity is at 92%. For those of you that may be going to school, because I know Knox County has canceled for reasons that might be not weather-related, but 30 degrees at 6, 31 at 10, 39 at 2, should reach into the lower 40s for a high temperature today with clouds and hazy sun. Now, the outlook going down to the rest of the month should be very cold across much of the East Coast, into the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, exceptionally cold, but perhaps drier than normal, meaning less rain, less snow, potentially heading into the end of the month through the 1st of February. Now, we are going to get quite a bit of rain on Wednesday. That'll be what a lion's share of what falls will be drops. It'll be warm enough as we make a run toward 50, but you'll notice the clock here. This is 5 o'clock Wednesday. The drive home, still waiting for this rain to arrive into the Knoxville area. It does eventually arrive, but it really starts to get in here well after dark, may pick up a ½ inch to an inch of rain, and then it exits with a wintry mix. That's a possibility. We're talking of ice pellets here. Now, this is just the same thing as sleet, but it suggests it's trying to move into Kentucky and Tennessee, may slide into the Knoxville area, wouldn't surprise me at all, but it also could come with a little more sleet, as you can see down to the bottom, south and east, later in the week as a southern system begins to form. I'll talk more about that in a second. Future freezing rain, a little icy, could also come into play, and that would be about 0.04 of an inch. Doesn't take much to have some slippery sidewalks and driveways and parking lots, so that would be also the early Thursday morning time frame. But let me give you an idea of what the snowfall element. Again, this is, I think, probably not a big a deal. It depends on where this system goes, how quickly it exits, because I think there'll be another low that forms behind it that could be a more substantial snow for us heading into Friday night. So our future snowfall looks like this. Doesn't look like much, but a ½ inch, about 0.8 inches of snow. Again, if it's mixing in with some sleet, freezing rain, it may not be that big of a winter event, other than the fact to say that it's more of a combination of multiple precipitation types. This one suggests about a ½ inch of snow, with the best chance of accumulation perhaps from Johnson City down toward the foothills and Smokies. That's just one particular model. Here's another closer view of the same issue. Again, keep in mind you get a ½ inch to an inch of rain ahead of it, and then it tries to change over to a ½ inch to maybe an inch or more across Newport and Sevierville, which suggests maybe up to 2 inches. Or headlines: clouds, hazy sun today, rain showers develop Wednesday, and ends as a mix and snow by Thursday. Here's what we're seeing on the radar this morning. Most of it's lake effect snow between Buffalo and northern sections of Pennsylvania. And all these snow reports, oh yes, we had quite a few of those. If I zoomed in a little bit, you know what you had in terms of the snow a couple of days ago. And here some areas picked up 3.5 around Clover Hill. Some areas around, say, Talbot picked up an inch. So it really depended on where you were. Some areas had picked up snow-covered roads 5 inches around Wartburg, were some of the reports we got from the National Weather Service. So for the Valley Planner, only low 40s today. 48 degrees, the normal high, but we should be climbing out of the 30s very slowly today. But again, we'll be well below the average. And even though I have a 40% chance on Wednesday, it's 100% Wednesday night. That's when the rain is going to come down heaviest, and then it'll exit as a wintry mix, maybe a few flakes Thursday morning. I have 40-20 on Friday, Saturday, a 40% and a 20%. Both of those numbers could easily go to 80-40. 80%, 40% may very well happen with the Friday night snow event. That could be very interesting to watch. Let me show you how this will play out. This one's going to drop down across Missouri, across sections of Kentucky and Tennessee. Notice the rain, and on the backside it tries to change over like so. So that's 7 o'clock Thursday morning, where a half-inch of snow may fall, but very much less of it will probably actually stick. Once it leaves, then there's another low that's going to likely form. Some of the models still trying to have a hard time forming this. I think this is going to be well up into the Knoxville area. It's not going to be confined to Raleigh, Jacksonville, or Wilmington, North Carolina. It has a good chance of making it up here. But yes, another low may form on its back heels, so that's something we'll want to watch very closely. High temperature today, 41 in Knoxville. Wouldn't surprise me if you had 42 in Maryville, 43 in Kingston. So we're generally the low 40s across much of the area. 45 around Tellico Plains. Today's highs, if you're traveling, 52 Jackson, 54 Memphis, 44 in Asheville, and for today, 41 clouds, hazy, sun, and chilly. Winds are going to be light and variable. Not going to be much of a wind today, but tonight 29 the low, partly to mostly cloudy, but it will be cold with southwest winds 0 to 5. So tonight 26 if you're in Morristown, 29 Middlesboro, Bell County, 32 in Kingston. And here is your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville and East Tennessee. 49 on Wednesday. Rain showers increase, 40% chance. And you'll notice I've got 32. I mean, this is just going to be a snow on Friday. I don't think it's a mixed bag like we'll see Wednesday night into Thursday, because I have 100% of rain on Wednesday night, eventually changing over to that wintry mix into flakes. And then I think, again, it's something to watch. But Friday night is probably going to be, Friday evening, Friday night, the best chance for snow. Could bring another quick-moving snow system, much like we had this a couple of days ago. So this will be an interesting one to watch. And this may be focused more on the Smokies. So if you didn't get as much snow around Townsend or other areas, you may have a better shot later this week. So hopefully that gives you some perspective. By the way, peanut butter chocolate milk, it is back. My friends at Weigel's have thought enough to not only bring it, it was out for a limited time last year, but they heard their customers. They said, you know what? Let's bring it back. It is back, and if you've been missing them, well, guess what? You can find them on the shelves today. So make sure you pick up a bottle of peanut butter chocolate milk from our friends at Weigel's. They've been serving East Tennessee for over 90 years, since 1931, and happy to have them as a sponsor. So make sure you pick up a bottle of that today, and don't delay. And again, tell them Captain Accurate sent you. Always interesting to see how that plays out, because you can do so many good things there. When I say that, you can pick up some chocolate milk, maybe it's just a cold drink or a beverage or some hot coffee on this Tuesday morning. Well, my name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.